So Pisces, your week beginning the 8th of December is going to see your modern aquatic ruler Neptune go into direct motion on Wednesday. Because apart from the end of March through to the latter part of October this year, Neptune has been with you since full time, since 2012. Neptune can be very empathetic energy, it can be very creative, very imaginative, brilliant for healing, and also for anything to do with the spiritual or psychic dimension too. But the retrograde, along with Saturn's retrograde in your sign, may have seen you a bit dispirited at times, not had quite as much physical vitality. So Neptune going direct is something to savour, but as he does, so Mars, the planet of desire, is soaring higher into the top of your chart, but goes into a direct challenging right angle, first with Saturn in your sign and then with Neptune later this week. So what you're being asked when it comes to your ambitions, your interface with the world at large, anything to do with job applications, career responsibilities, you're being asked to have the maximum amount of self-belief and confidence and assurance just at a time when you could feel quite delicate or not quite feel that you have the available energy to seize the golden prize. And also, because there's an electric, sparky opposition between Uranus and Mercury right through to Friday, your ideas can be buzzing, but if you are needing to collaborate with anyone who's in a more conventional environment, such as a big business, an institution, you may find, if you work in such an environment, that actually you're really questioning whether that's the right place for you to be. That more free-spirited part of your nature being emphasised. Actually, by the end of this week, you can start to make true sense of this. Mercury is actually going to move to join up with the posse in Sagittarius on Friday, and therefore move out of the ninth house, which has been emphasising your more freedom-loving and independent credentials. And there may be a conversation about retraining, applying for a job in a new environment, or perhaps using skills that you've developed over time, but perhaps in a different, more imaginative way. And that can be a breakthrough. And don't underestimate the deep knowledge that you've accumulated over many, many years. And that's being emphasised by Pluto. And Mercury meets Pluto towards the end of this week. However, there is a quarter moon in your sector of relating, and it may be a professional relationship that needs the most care this week. If you try too hard, that might not quite chime. If you're not tuned in enough, that might be noticed. How do you find the balance between how you need to be as an individual and how you're going to be received and seen in terms of your wider interactions? That's going to be the kind of big question of this week. But if you're very clear in terms of goals and ambitions, and you don't have any personal doubts, and you do feel you're up to go for it, this could be a week towards the end of it when you finally have a big breakthrough, and it's a big breakthrough that could prove to be very exciting. So you raise your profile, receive more recognition, and most of all, feel really good about the success that you're generating. Year 2026 racing up. If you've yet to order your personal forecast for next year, you can do so now. Get 30% off, and also your life roadmap report. Totally unique to each person these are produced for. You'll also get your free gift of your Zodiac, General, Love, Chinese and Indian forecast for year 2026. Please see the link below for more.